Welcome back, everybody, to the third and final game of the first series. It is going to be PuckChamp with the momentum coming into this third game because after that, after that second game, what can you say? Because PuckChamp absolutely ran over YNT, and the first game, YNT were looking really strong. They looked like they had it in the bag. The Ursa comes out that second time. YNT probably rubbing their hands together, thinking, "Oh, this is going to be easy. You know, we've already dealt with an Ursa once. We can do it again." And all of a sudden, PuckChamp, they find the space for the Ursa to find the farm, find that Battle Fury. He comes in, runs over the side of Sigma.YNT. They just didn't have that control. And again, YNT, that first, 5-6 minutes, they were 7-0 up in terms of kills. Leshrac was getting in, they were getting kills, they were getting out. Shigetsu was in the jungle away from everybody. He was looking for the farm, where Violent, he was
10
trying to farm
seconds
kills, not
remaining.
farm creeps, farm kills on
Yeah,
that
really cool, man. That
Beastmaster
was
and the Hoodwink
hilarious.
in the
Great
top
job.
lane.
5 seconds
And all of a
remaining.
sudden, Shigetsu comes out after 15 minutes with the Battle Fury with a couple of items, and PuckChamp gets serious. The global silence coming through as well. PuckChamp were just able to put pressure on with the Santa. Santa did a really good job of just sitting in the front, soaking the damage, throwing out the curses. So anytime Sigma came through as a group, the Arcane Curse flew out. That you had the last word on a couple of heroes there as well. And then all of a sudden, PuckChamp were just able to jump, collapse, with Young G as well being able to dive in on the Ember Spirit. There's a reason that the Ember Spirit is considered one of the strongest mid lane heroes at the minute. And yeah, up against the Lash, went for something a little bit different. It paid off going for that Flame Guard, even though it was being cleaned up by the lightning coming through. He was able to dodge off the Split Earths, keep himself going with that Flame Guard, and do the damage, find the kills onto the tree. Every time that tree came in for an overgrowth, he didn't have a Blink Dagger. He didn't have the shard to get himself in through the trees, Imbus, so he was just constantly locked down. So Rubik, Beastmaster this time, going to be the bans here for Sigma.YNT. PuckChamp, what do they want to be taking away? The Death Prophet goes. The Lena is still there. PuckChamp, do they leave it in? Do they think they've got an answer for it?
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
What else? I mean, the Brood has been dealt with once. So they ban out the Naga. Or maybe they actually, they're saying, Sigma, come on, pick up the Brood. We've banned it out. But if you don't pick up the Lena here, we're going to pick it up. If you do pick up the Brood, we might have answers for it. We ban out the Naga Siren, but either way, Lena and Brood both left in here. One of the big answers to the Brood being taken away with the Naga Siren.
5 seconds remaining.
Sigma gonna go for. What are they gonna pick up?
Lena.
They pick up the Lena, so they leave the Brood in the pool. PuckChamp, did he call the bluff? Did he pick this one up with the tree here?
10 seconds remaining.
They're thinking about it. Yeah, the Brood and the tree both being left in. It's gonna be the Magnus. And what else?
Dire
So,
team pick.
and the Hoodwink. Okay, so all three games, they want to be picking up this Hoodwink, but they leave the tree here for, and the tree plus ranged hero is a really powerful safe lane. With the Lena pick up here, Sigma, if they do actually pick up the tree this time, which they do, so they are going to be able to get it again, this is a really strong lane. If Magnus is going to be playing into this, he has to be aware the Leech he comes out, Nature's Grasp into an LSA. There is kill potential in this lane. Maybe not as much as the Slark, because the Slark being able to get in the face of the Beastmaster, with the Magnus this time, he's going to be able to get the skewer away. The Shockwave to pull heroes around as well. So he does have some protection here, the Magnus. So let's see. Scarith Mage being taken away here now as well. Faceless Void Ursa this time, so Sigma don't want to deal with the Ursa in this third and final game. Bit bored of it,
10 seconds remaining. Dire team ban.
Doom taken away, yeah. And PuckChamp here with the Hoodwink, so the Bushwhack to come through, the Magnus with the Empower, the Shockwave, does deal with the Spylines quite well. So I wonder if the Broodmother just gets ignored coming into the third and final here.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
We'll see what else it's going to be, because...
Radiant team ban.
So they ban out the Slag. But I mean, Magnus with the Empower Steroid, you could be looking at any... I mean, you can't be looking at any because 3 right click is being taken away. But there is still quite a few heroes that PuckChamp might try and play around.
Radiant
Coming
team
into the
pick.
safe lane. So what else gets banned out? They take away the Lycan.
Dire team
Profit
pick.
is still there in terms of push potential, so they go back for the Silencer again. And again, really strong hero coming into this. If you are able to deny things like the Overgrowth, you get the Silencer on the Lina in these fights while she's trying to keep the stacks of the Fiery Soul up. And you just deny her these spells. Don't get me wrong, Lina right-clicks like a
10
truck.
seconds remaining.
Like an absolute beast. But if you can stop her building up those
5
initial stacks,
seconds
even for
remaining.
5 or 6 seconds, there is the potential to get that gank off onto the Lina. You'll stop her before she even really gets going. So yeah, what's left? Visage is kind of a non-hero. I know Navi were playing it to add to the push potential. But for the rest of the teams, it seems like a non-factor. Nobody considering it, really. Nature's Prophet, again, if you want to run that in the offlane here, YNT.
Dire team pick.
Gonna go for the Marcy. So is that a position for Marcy? We've seen... Ooh, Into the Breach played it carry a couple of times. You know, it has been played in that position
10
5.
seconds remaining.
So, where do you want to run the tree? I mean, it could even
5
still be the
seconds
Marcy offlane.
remaining.
Still look to get a quick BKB, a quick basher on the Marcy, get in and around. Being able to dive into the fights, especially if you can dive off your teammates, you know, stop the Magnus from getting the RP screw away. And again, these are the heroes that I was talking about. The Division 2 might have their own take on the drafts.
Radiant team pick.
You know, these heroes that come out, so they go back for the Tiny. So the toss in, you could toss the Marcy into the fight, and the Marcy can toss, or maybe bounce in. You'll get the suplex back, and the Tiny can toss them away. And if you
10
can get the
seconds
jump onto
remaining.
the Silencer, stop him from getting that global off, you know, blow him up before he really does get
5
going.
seconds remaining.
There is the ability to do the damage and blow up these two supports. Because, I mean, again, Hoodwink and Silencer are not the tankiest supports. So if Tiny gets a quick blink, I think I would prefer to see the Tiny in a core position as well, to get that quick blink off and start to rotate around and punish PuckChamp for picking up 2 squishy heroes as supports.
Dire team
So,
ban.
Ember Spirit.
yeah, Ember comes out again. But yeah, Sigma.YNT I would prefer here. I guess the Marcy 4 and the Tiny 2. So let's see what PuckChamp
10
think this is going to be,
seconds
though.
remaining.
What they want to be banning out when it is their turn.
5 seconds remaining.
Sigma, more carries to ban. What do you ban out here? Maybe the Sniper. Because Sniper from a distance, if the Lina can't get the right clicks off, Sniper looking for Hurricane Pikes, looking for the Concussive Grenade. You know, being able to bounce the Lina away and then right click from a distance.
Radiant
Lina might still
team
opt for
ban.
the Hurricane Pike, but Sniper still outranges,
Dire
goes for
team
Hurricane Pike
ban.
of their own, and outranges on the Lina, especially if you've got heroes like the Magnus, like the Hoodwink that's got a lot of lockdown potential, with the Bushwhack, the RP into the Skewer. A lot of control coming through here on the side of PuckChamp. So yeah, maybe Sniper here for
10
Shigetsu might be a
seconds
nice pickup.
remaining.
He does go for
5 seconds
heroes
remaining.
like the Weaver as well, and Shigetsu, so he can get himself in and around the fights. We've seen the Weaver already once on the set of Rise deal with the Lina in these fights. So yeah, what is it going to be here? The PuckChamp want to go towards.
Radiant team ban.
They're going to take away the Life Stealer. So being able to sustain, get in the face of the heroes, it would be nice. I suppose you have the delivery system for the Infest through the Ember Spirit through the Magnus, who both want to be getting in and around the fight. So even with like a sleight of face, a Remnant jumping in
10
and away
seconds remaining.
from the Ember Spirit, you
Dire
can get yourself
team
in with a
pick.
lifesteal. They ban out the OD here from Sigma. So thinking maybe this is going to be, what, an offlane Marcy with a tiny 4?
10 seconds remaining.
They need something big here from PuckChamp to be able to deal
5
with the Lina.
seconds remaining.
And again, the Lina Treant Protector is a really good lane to have. So what is it going to be here from Sigma?
Radiant team pick.
Tinker!
Get me out. Get me out. I don't want to be casting this game anymore. A Tinker? Ugh. Of all the heroes you could pick up, you pick up a Tinker? Disgraceful, Sigma.YNT.
10 seconds
Okay,
remaining.
so that is... I mean, I suppose it depends how quickly you get his Axe, but that's
5
more blow
seconds
potential. But
remaining.
what's your front line here? The Tiny? Because the Marcy wants to be in and around the fights, throwing up punches, but isn't really a big tanky hero. The Treant Protector can get in and gets cleaned up. Lina as well. You know, from a distance, if you can get on top of it, the Lina, the laser from the Tinker is going to be nice to help protect the Lina, depending on what PuckChamp want to go towards. So there is quick blow potential on the side of Sigma, but how long? Because the meta has kind of shifted to that kind of sustain and out regen with things like the Greaves coming out. Well, you know what I wouldn't mind seeing? I wouldn't mind seeing a Snapfire here for PuckChamp. No, okay, no, it's got to be a carry hero, so maybe not. I was thinking maybe the with the Magnus already being there, it's not going to be the off lane. You know, no carry Magnus with the off lane Snapfire. So they are looking for a big position 1 PuckChamp. We've seen Spectres coming out as well that can get on top, chase the Tinker down. The Tinker wants to be TPing around. The Tinker wants to be a massive pain in the ass in this game. So a Spectre being able to have that global presence and chase down onto the Tinker. It's going to be the Bloodseeker.
Choose your hero.
Okay. Has some good trade in the fights.
Я безумно хочу.
If Tinker does get low, you
give
get
up,
the
guys.
vision
Don't
on
give
him
up,
anyway.
guys.
You can
Don't give
chase him
up.
down. I just don't know how well it'd do against the Lina, because again, True Protector coming in with the overgrowth, Lina might be able to burst this Bloodseeker down before he gets on top of the Lina. Corruptible as well as Queasy being able to control him in the fights as well. With just being able to suplex him, where the Avatar's coming through from the Tiny as well. So you do have some frontline protection. The laser stopping the Bloodseeker from being able to right click, which is the majority of the Bloodseeker's damage. It's tough. I'm not sure who I prefer, whose lineup I do prefer here. PuckChamp showing in that second game as well that they are able to control the momentum. They are able to get on top of Sigma and really put the hurt on, even through the early aggression that comes out from Sigma. And I don't see the early aggression coming out this time, especially not with a Tinker. So we'll see. I'll have a think, but while I'm having to think about who I prefer, we'll take a quick word from our sponsors over at EGB.
Bets on esports, bets on streamers, impressive bonus system. Welcome bonus up to $600, cashback, artifacts, regular promotions, daily giveaways. Try yourself as a bookmaker. Great lines. EGB.com, more than just a bookmaker.
Okay, and while we had that quick break, yeah. I think I'm going to go for PuckChamp. I think PuckChamp showed some great fight back in that second game. The Bloodseeker being able to chase heroes down, as long as he gets that quick BKB, he's going to be empowered as well by the Magnus. And the damage that's going to be offered, I don't want to root for the Tinker. You cannot make me root for the Tinker. And yeah, from that, I think PuckChamp are going to be the ones to take this third and final game here in the first series of the day.
It's amazing.
Prepare for battle.
So Lina moving away. I mean, Violent, depends what Violent can do here, because he is going to have that backup from the train in this lane. Magnus might end up being punished. Like, Malik got really punished in that second game on the Beastmaster, but it did create the space for Shigetsu to get in, find that Battle Fury, and get effective on the map. So let's see how Magnus can create the space here in this third game. And what PuckChamp are actually going to be able to do to play around this. As we can see, there is a big group up here. Sigma.YNT. It looks like they want to protect the trees. Is there actually the D tree coming out here from Magnus? Yeah, Malik, but
30 seconds to
I mean,
battle.
Vanscore. So they're not protecting these trees on the top lane.
We really put off the dodge list.
They've got the D ward out as well. That's going to be nice here, starting off for the side of Sigma. Bloodseeker's not going to be able to come towards the rune. How are the odds looking? So three flat for Sigma.YNT, 1.3 here for PuckChamp. And yeah, I think out of all 3 games, this is the one where I would look at this early game and I would say those odds are pretty accurate. YNT in that second game, if they'd have kept the aggression, kept the momentum up against the Ursa, I think it would have been able to swing slightly in favor of Sigma.YNT. But in this third and final game, yeah, I'm looking at PuckChamp. And I'm thinking they have what it takes to take this game. Bottom lane till the end. The body block's coming out from Corruptible here, which is going to be the core. Marcy has that disposed. Can he get in range? Queasy? Oh no, okay, Corruptible's going to back himself away. The chase down onto the silencer. Does he get the kill? One more right click. He just needs to get in range. He's trying to use the tree to get the block off. He does. Till the end. Quick thinking there. Said, okay, dive me under the tier 2. Look at how quickly you last. He's able to get himself away. It does mean that he has to go all the way back to base to heal up. Dispose coming through here. Mid lane, Young G already taking some punishment from that laser for you. Already level 2 here. So the rocket spam, the laser spam going to start onto Young G. And Young G, even with this flame guard, for you should be able to burn through it. Hoodwink. Daniel's going to be taking some punishment. But again, what can Violent do in this lane? Because you can see that Malik is already taking a lot of damage, and Malik might be able to might be having some flashbacks to game number 1. Just saying, okay, stay out of range, don't get caught out, don't get locked down. LSA is going to be there now as well, the leech seed, and he's actually going to go for the first point into the shockwave. So is this going to be first blood, the leech seed? No, it's not. He does keep himself alive. Violent not able to get in range there for that last right click that would have secured the kill. They do get the damage onto Hoodwink now as well. Hoodwink, LSA. You can see that Violent level 2. So these Fiery Souls are starting to stack up. Malik, he's in danger coming back into this, but there's no LSA just yet. So he might be able to get a couple of last hits from this. And Violent, does he raise his hands? Does he want to throw this out? Maybe look towards that potential first blood. There's Vanscore level 2, so the Nature's Grasp does come out. Bottom lane, Shigetsu trying to pull through. Till the end again, opting for that Arcane Curse at level 1, so no Glaives of Wisdom coming out just yet, no stack and sustain. He does pick it up at level 2, just as I say that. The stack and sustain will be there, the temporary insteal as well. Avalanche, but the curse does get used, so no follow-up, no dispose. Marcy level 2. Not actually sure what he wants to go for at level 2 just yet. Is it going to be the bouncing from the rebound? Or does he want to go for the sidekick and get that extra damage out? Meanwhile, Young G in the mid lane, trying to do what he can. The protection being offered from the flame guard. It's a decent amount. Level 2 in that there as well, so he's opting to use that as a protective barrier and not as a farming tool. At least for now, because yeah, for you, the magic damage that's going to come through from the laser and the heat-seeking missile. You know, that will start to stack up. So Young G coming back into the lane. He's got that bottle out now, so he does have some sustain. Queasy? Does he get the chase down? He might be able to. I mean, the pull is going to be stopped, but the toss back now as well. Corruptible is going to be waiting for him. Sidekick comes out. The blood right, though. Trying to get these body blocks off till the end. Can he get himself away from this? The damage. Avalanche comes out, and there's going to be another bounce through, and this should be the death. This should actually be the first blood.
Dire's
Going the way of
structures
Corruptible.
are
He does pick it
fortified.
up. 1-1-1 build here for the Core Marcy. I'm not bothered about the blood rate, which I didn't speak about. But the overlap that comes out here with the blood rate as well as that arcane curse, so it will extend the arcane curse in the
Dire's
lane
middle tower is under attack.
if anyone gets caught out in the blood rate. So till the end, rotating around, dropping those wards. Top lane, you can see that back in the mid lane, Young G is being punished. He's taken a lot of damage. He's forced to go for the early raindrop. He's using all of his bottle charges now as well. For you, the only thing is he's not going to have a lot of mana. Top lane now as well. You get the drag back onto the tree. Vance Core gets himself back. Though won't go down to that tier 1. As you can see, the Vance Core got himself the 3 mangoes as well. So a decent amount of regen here with the Tango of the Mangoes. Bottom lane, blood rate gets dropped. Corruptible just needs to move himself away from it, but the curse isn't in range just yet until the end. He's trying to get there, but he won't be able to get it out in time. The blood rate silence does wear off. Top lane. Yeah, they're trying to get the drive back onto anybody. LSA is going to connect. Where's that Nature's Grass as well? Malik, he's going to be taking a lot of damage. Daniel there as well, with the right clicks coming through from Violent. Oh, underneath the tier 1 tower on the bot lane, though. It looks like Shigetsu. He gets disposed back. They get the kill on the bottom lane. And Bloodseeker being punished for coming too far forward, so the Avatos into dispose. And all of a sudden, this Bloodseeker, he was out in no man's land. Daniel doesn't actually connect onto the LSA here. Violent, though, with the Dragon Slave. And Daniel trying to use his wand. At least will be kept alive. Mid lane. Queasy. He's looking for that toss back. Young G, though. Can he get it? The lasers, the rocket comes through. The avalanche is going to connect to get in range. And only level 5, so the emissary doesn't have a remnant to jump away to. But the rotation comes out the bushwhack. Laser before you still gets the kill. So it was cute. Daniel, he might be in trouble now as well. The sentry goes down. And yeah, really nice rotation into the mid lane there. From both supports from the side of Sigma.YNT. It does mean that Corruptible is going to be left alone for a little bit. But until the Young G gets level 5, which is not far off, he's going to be able to get up that next creep that does go down. Yeah, he was at risk of being caught out. And they get the great timing on this. Vance Core might be punished. The Flame Guard comes through. Remnant's going to be dropped in Ember Spirit, though. He's out of cooldowns. No Sleight of Fist just yet, and the TP comes right back in from the Tinker. So Young G, what's he going to be able to do here up against the Tinker? Because the Tinker's still going to regen through. Plays it, bottom lane though. Bottom lane, toss comes back once again. She gets through the dive in. Was that damage going to come through with the sidekick? He might be able to, should be able to, if he can find the lockdown onto Shigetsu. Maybe even the tree toss. One more right click, the tree toss. It's not going to be enough damage, and Young G gets the kill into Vance Core though. Meanwhile, in the mid lane. But Shigetsu has to back himself away. Maybe the extra movement speed coming through from the kill onto the tree, it does just get him out of range. But look at this protection from both supports here in the mid lane on the side of PuckChamp. Offering that over onto Young G. Tiny. In with the D-ward in the jungle because Shigetsu, again, not having the greatest time, had to go for 3 slippers of agility on a Bloodseeker. Where's he going through the mid lane though? He might try and come in. Only level 5, no rupture. He get the lockdown onto the Tinker. The Tinker, he's not going to be able to get himself away. He will go down. Young G, the chase is on, but he has a remnant to jump himself away to. Even Illusion Room being bottom. He tries to pop it. No! The LSA comes out. He does dodge off the Laguna Blade, but right into the waiting arms of Corruptible, and Corruptible gets the kill. Might not be done just yet. Till the end, going to be bounced back. Dispose comes out. The right click damage coming through now as well from Marcy. One more. And with that Unleash coming through, he might still go down. The curse, is it going to be enough? With that, where's that living armor? Get the sustain onto the Marcy.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Top lane. Bushwhack comes out. Lena's going to be caught out. Build off. Yes. One more right click. And Malik does pick it up.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
But with the rotation in here, the two
Radiant's
supports
courier has
getting
been
on top of
killed.
Danielle. Silencer TP's in. Vanscore could be in trouble. Malik, does he want to try and close that gap? Shockwave for the drag back. Curse comes out. Bushwhack's going to be there. And the tree will go down. Young G just continues farming. Take a look at the net worth. Even with the Lina being picked off, still finding a decent amount of farm. Still finding those last hits. Going to be able to move into the jungle here now as well with the camps. Find himself put behind the tier 1 tower. Oh, the toss comes back. Did he get the kill though? Tinker TPing in till the end. Going to be taking a lot of damage. Just waiting for that Bushwhack. It connects almost immediately. The TP coming through on this Tinker. He's only just going to be able to get himself back to the lane. LSA on the back line. So do they get the kill onto the silencer here? One more right click and Tinker. Well, where's that living armor? It's on cooldown. He might still tick down. So close. Yeah, Bloodseeker's going to see him. Hoodwink, I think maybe trying to make the dive. But level 5's no sharpshooter. So not going to be able to line up the kill shot there.
What sort of prize is this?
Shigetsu could be in trouble. Tiny Bloodright comes out. He's going to be disposed out of it now as well. The Unleash comes through. They're going to have the damage to take the Bloodseeker down. Rubshi gets used onto Marcy. But with the rockets, what level is the rockets there onto for you? Level 3 rockets, level 4
Dire's
laser.
middle tower is under attack.
Easy pickup onto the Marcy. And with the 4 points now into the sidekick, he's going to be able to sustain right back up. I mean, he's not even that much damage onto the Marcy there. Through that rupture, Tinker comes in the mid lane now. Lasers being dropped. Youngji trying to dodge it off with the Slight Fist.
The rune of invisibility.
Daniel, 3 heroes rotating into the smoke, looking for Violent. Do they catch him out though? Violent behind that tier 1 tower. He has the Falcon's Blade up, going towards. He's not going to be too far, 10 gold away from having the Maelstrom. So they're not going to be able to delay this. He's going to be able to get that quick buyout if he wants to. Yeah, he does. He just TPs himself. He knows something's up. And just immediately TPs himself away to the jungle. He's going to be spotted by the ward though. So Youngji could continue going here. He's going to be right underneath this ward if Youngji wants to dive. Meanwhile, on the bottom lane, you can see that Shigetsu just continues to farm. Yeah, for you, he's going to go for that TP away. Gets himself out. At least Vanscore's finding some free farm. He's at level 6 now. He's healing up the top tier 1 tower. As Tinker. Actually not going to be into the quick axe like I thought it was going to be. It's actually going to be into the Shivas. Well, maybe not. I mean, he can buy, change his mind and buy something else. But yeah, for the minute, he's got that Shivas queued up. So the Blink Dagger is already out. He just continues to spam off these rockets. Through the Flame Guard and the regen rune. Ember Spirit, they're picking that regen rune up. They might be able to get the lockdown onto him. Can they get the kill? Tiny turn it around. The Avatos comes through. Bushwhack, though. Where's that toss? He's not going to be able to get in range, but who is going to be able to get in range? It's going to be Corruptible as for you. He gets the kill until the end. And Tinker doesn't go down. Bloodseeker disconnects. Shigetsu, hopefully it's not going to be too far away. And yeah. YNT, again, early aggression coming out. They are looking pretty strong here, but what can they do to capitalize on this? And I think this is a game they need to shut down the Bloodseeker. You can see the Bloodseeker, the difference in net worth between the Bloodseeker and the Lina. Bloodseeker, even though he's going towards the Maelstrom, which he might have flown out to him. No, that's the Silence Courier. Ember's Courier. So he doesn't yet have the Mithril Hammer to complete. Win probability 50-50. But the net worth, it is going the way of YNT. And Bloodseeker... Yeah, he is, again, having to go for the triple slippers of agility here in this lane just to try and get some armor up, some cheap survivability. It's put the Bloodseeker behind. So if he can carry on capitalizing on this, Ember Spirit's net worth as well behind the Tinker. Malik, though. How's he looking? Going towards the 4-staff. Already has some sustain with the headdress. So the Greaves might not be too far away after that 4-staff. Was there a reason for the break? No. Just that Shigetsu's disconnecting. Hopefully he won't be too far off from reconnecting. What's happening with Shigetsu? Ghost! It's spooky! Okay, his lights are off, yeah? No, lights are off. That is pretty spooky. So he's having to switch to a generator. Hopefully he won't be disconnected for too long.
И вы выиграли путевку в Dodge-лист.
And if we take a look at the odds as well. 2.1, so PuckChamp, YNT slight favourites, but not by a massive amount. So, it's not a massive gap as well. 1k net worth difference. Okay, 4 kills, but a 1k net worth difference between the two teams. It's not a massive amount. Ember, does he have the regen going? He does. Again, another cool feature of the UI that production have got. If there's a rune going, it circles, and the color of the rune circles around the hero portrait. That is really cool. But yeah, it's... I mean, the Lena looking at the top of the net worth, we're by about 700 gold above the Bloodseeker. Falcon's Blade and the Maelstrom's up, so that is going to really accelerate the farm that the Lena has. Did they have any awards to see where the Lena is?
Of inspiration.
They just see the Lena's courier coming up the cliff. So they are pinging it out. They know something is here. Whether they want to try and turn it onto this, because Violent, no TP scroll. Marcy is close. Corruptible's close. And Tinker's not too far away either. But look at this. 4U's not got a lot of health. So if the two do turn onto this, they could potentially burn down the Lena. There's Bloodseeker. Do they want to go? She gets to reconnects. Yeah, Violent just immediately moves himself away. Knows he might have overextended here. Shigetsu looking for the chase down. They're going to see Corruptible and moving himself away. But the scan comes out and YNT says, yeah, we don't want to be caught out there. Especially these two heroes, especially when the Lena is getting so far ahead. But you can see the wards coming down on the side of PuckChamp. They want to be keeping tabs on Violent. A really deep ward coming out from PuckChamp in the Dire side of the map, the Dire jungle. So you can see where Violent's farming up. And maybe look to rotate and get a gank out.
Dire's structures are fortified.
So, mid lane tier 1. Ooh, he was teasing the overgrowth, but he's going to be pulled back. Shockwave Stewart comes out now. And the silence, yeah, RP not going to be used. He was teasing it. But Malik gets the kill with the help of Till the Ender onto... Now the global silence does come through. Do they want to try and turn for more, or is it just the escape? So Malik will be taken down. It looks like the creeps in the tower is doing the job there. Onto the Magnus.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Violent. Top lane, they might actually be able to go into Shigetsu. Do they have the dive in? Bloodright comes out. The Rupture is going to be his Corruptible, though. He comes in with the Unleash. And 4U gets the kill. Corruptible just has to stand still for a couple more seconds. But yeah, really nice dive in, even through the Rupture, even through the Bloodright. Marcy was just able to get the kill onto the Shigetsu, and Shigetsu, he gets punished for being out of position there. And the instant reaction coming in from 4U there as well. To be able to get in, lasers, blink, rockets. Bloodseeker stood no chance.
Dire's
Back in the
middle
mid lane.
tower is under attack.
Daniel trying to get the D-ward off. Vansco, he used the overgrowth
Radiant's top tower is under
in that
attack.
last fight when he got taken down. This Corruptible just moving himself around. What's Marcy looking for now as well? So the Falcon's Blade for the Marcy. The mana regen and the extra health is nice. Going towards the BKB into the Bashi, yeah. Standard Marcy build for the minute. It's for you. Yeah, Violent just continuing to farm all 3 cores on the side of Sigma.YNT. Just looking to pick up this farm. Silencer. How's he looking? Global Silence was used. He's picked up 6 permanent int though. As Bloodseeker now has the Maelstrom online. Going towards the BKB. Quick BKB coming up for Bloodseeker. He knows bottom lane. Corruptible, can he get himself away? He dives right into the waiting arms of the Magnus. Dispose comes out. He's going to be dragged back by the Shockwave. Controlled up here by the Bushwhack. Sharpshooter comes in with the sidekick. I mean, Mercy, he's wasting so much time for these 3 heroes. He will go down, but it needs to be able to make the dive. So the Avatars come through. LSA is going to connect until the end. Might even lose his life through this. Body blocks here for Queasy, and they're going to be able to step right up onto the silencer. So the Mercy buying time against 3 heroes means that great trade there for YNT. And yeah, they take down the core. They get a bonus kill onto the silencer there as well. Really nicely done. Tinker gonna be TPing in. Young G shown in the lane. Does Tree want to be walking himself up to this? Actually wants to be opting towards the blink here, the Train Protector, and not the shard first.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Unless the shard is in fact coming out on the courier.
Dire are scanning.
Which... Where is his courier? Oh, it's just giving the wards up to Queasy, so yeah, no shard yet for that tree. And Danielle gets the kill onto the train as well. So just getting caught out of position.
Dire's
Shigetsu.
middle tower is under attack.
Does Queasy have the blink? He doesn't. He's about 900 gold away from being able to get it. But Shigetsu can't step up onto this. He sees the laser, so there is a smoke. Yeah, the scan's going to be there now as well. Shigetsu does step up, but he has no BKB. He's got to be careful of the avatars coming through here from Queasy, the rest of his team, so he might actually be acting as bait. Malik has that RP. And power comes out from the Magnus onto himself. Shigetsu, Queasy in the trees. Okay, so Queasy just go TP away. They know something's up. And YNT, they pull the plug on that. They pull that ripcord. Don't go for the gank here onto Shigetsu.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified.
Young G, Danielle in the jungle, but 4 heroes around, and the 5th being able to react with the boots of travel. Oh, it's not even boots of travel anymore, it's just built in. The keen conveyance.
Behold my searing chain.
Tree gets taken down again. Wrong place, wrong time. With 4 heroes grouping up, 3 heroes grouping up from the side of PuckChamp. Getting the kill there onto the tree. And how do PuckChamp want to play this? I guess they want to get a pick off onto the Tinker. If when Shigetsu gets the BKB, because he's only about 300 gold away from picking it up. They could look for a quick pick off, move themselves into
Radiant's
the pit.
bottom tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower is under attack.
And then look to put the pressure on, but YNT with the global presence of the Tinker, even Violent at some point probably goes for that. It's going to be the BKB. He's about 200 gold away from picking it up.
Radiant's
But
bottom tower
even
is
Lena
under
at some
attack.
point is going to be going in for the boots of travel. So there is going to be this global presence coming out from the side of YNT. Bushwhack again, Train Protector, Sharpshooter. It connects, but the rest of his team are around. Searing Chains actually goes in now as well. Daniel with the Acorn shot. Is he going to be able to get a kill? It is going to be in Daniel. Well, till the end does go down, but they trade off support for support. And now the chase is on YNT. Can they catch anyone out of this? Searing Chains onto Marcy.
A subtle boy.
Marcy with still no BKB, so he's just going to go for the dive away here onto Queasy. Get himself out of danger. Shigetsu's not even in this fight as well.
Are most gracious.
So, Shigetsu, meanwhile, back in the dire jungle here. Queasy could be in trouble. Searing Chains, the Bushwhack to the tree, and the damage, it should be enough. He might even lose Lena's courier. Lena's courier just stops. Just stops. RP, who they caught out. They caught out onto the Tinker, and that defense matrix not going to be off. The global silence comes out, and the damage is going to be more than enough to get the kill onto the Tinker. So this is where PuckChamp starts to show the power of their lineup. Bottom lane, though, till the end could have been in a little bit of trouble. There's going to be TP coming in from the old Laguna Blade, though. Lena trying to step up. There's going to be the dive in here, and Corruptible. He gets the kill out. Bushwhack doesn't connect. And Lena's so fast, even without the boots of travel, able to move away from the
Dire's
Bushwhack.
middle tower is under attack.
They have that lockdown onto the Emissary, though. Emissary can he turn himself around? The Bushwhack doesn't connect. Acorn shot bouncing around. How's Violent looking? Well, he lost his courier. But apart from that, he's looking A-OK. Yeah, 3-1 and 3 here on Violent. As Shigetsu just continues to farm. He has that BKB up. Going to be going towards the Panther
Radiant
style.
are scanning.
So YNT with
Radiant's
2-3
bottom
heroes
tower is
down
under
here.
attack.
Looking to finally take
Radiant
down this tier 1 tower on the
structures
bottom
are
lane.
fortified. Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
The dive away. Ember Spirit just trying to do what he can to play around. How far is
Outstanding.
Queasy away from the blink? He's literally 10 gold. In fact, yeah, with the Philosopher's Stone, there it comes. And with the Philosopher's Stone as well, he does take that reduction in damage. But the burst that comes through from the Avatos as well as the tree grab and then the tree throw afterwards, he more than makes up for the damage he loses with this Philosopher's Stone. Yo, G, Dragon Slave going to be thrown out here.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
What can they do with this? Tinker, he's just looking to push the wave out again. There is the control on him. He wants to go towards that BKB. He's not too far away from the Shivas. He's, what, about 1100. But he has been fairly shut down. Bottom in terms of the core's net worth. Corruptible not going to be able to get the dive off there with the rebound on top of the Ember Spirit. So, oh, can he actually catch out Tinker? And this is where you do start to expect PuckChamp to start dropping those Tinker wards. You know, those Cliffs wards. To spot out where Tinker wants to be roaming to and pushing out with his TPs. And it looks like PuckChamp, they want to go for it. Yeah, the smoke comes out. No vision on the side of YNT to see this anyway. It was so deep behind that tier 2 tower. And did he catch up Violent? Well, smoke's going to break. Shigetsu, what does he do? He drops that Blood Right. Rupture comes out. They have the vision onto Van's core. Sharpshooter comes through. Actually hits onto Tiny, so get down, Mr. President. And now the global stance going to be used, but backlines are going to be able to catch out onto Tinker once again. They get the kill onto Van's core. Can they take down the Tinker for you? Yep. Blood Right comes... the Bushwhack comes out. They get the control. It's going to cost them both supports. But a 2-for-2 and a buyback here. Young G with that double damage rune, just using all of his bottle charges now as well. He doesn't have a remnant to dive away to. Shockwave though, he turns around. Blood Right just to try and protect him up, and Young G will be able to get himself away. So a good fight there. They did lose 2. But they picked up a couple of picks. They even got the buyback out from the tree. So taking down the Tinker, that's definitely worth losing both supports over. Global was used. Oh, they might be able to get the jump onto Young G though. LSA is going to be there. He's not going to be able to get himself away from this one. And Violent just says, "What flame guard? I'm going to right click eat the death mate." And this opens up a Roche pit. Was that overgrowth that is available? Corruptible now as well with the Unleash, the sidekick coming out. The damage stack up here onto the Lina. And this Roshan is going to absolutely melt through the fiery right clicks coming out from the Lina. The wards on the high ground as well. So YNT have that early warning system. They're trying their best to delay this. Just give them time for Lina to pick up this Aegis, get that free Roshan objective, and yeah,
Radiant's courier
PuckChamp
has
just
been
couldn't
killed.
contest into it.
Radiant are scanning.
And now they're going to be able to move themselves into the mid lane. Fortification can be used, but this tier 1 tower, it's going to go down oh so quickly. Fortification will be used. Queasy, he's looking for that toss back. The limit comes out. Did they have the reveal? Was that dust to gem anything? Did they have the damage until the end? Meanwhile, Rupture will be used onto Corruptible. They get the kill onto till the end. Blood right now as well onto the Ruptured Marcy. So Marcy could be silenced, but no follow-up from that.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Oh, there's even a double damage rune in the river. YNT with the timing to look for these objectives. They're going to be able to find this now as well. And if Violent picks that one up,
Dire's bottom tower is
this
under
is going to be
attack.
big for the side of YNT. They could be able to move themselves up to the top tier 1, take that one down, and with a double damage rune, you've got to be careful. For you? Okay.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
They've got to be careful about any dive-ins, you know, RPs that catch out onto Violent. It looks like they don't even want the tier 1 tower. They're just going to leave it up to the Marcy to take. And make something happen here with a double damage rune, as well as a smoke through the Radiant jungle. Do they have the vision? Shigetsu mean, again, the Tiny has that blink in.
Attack.
They stop a little bit short.
Dire's
They're going to be able to find Young G though. LSA connects, Global Sounds comes out with the right click down to Laguna Blade. And Violent has that BKB to purge off the Global Sounds till the end. Again, Gem, Dust, any reveal till the end. The Glimmer Cape will be wearing off. Curse comes out here till the end, but Queasy, he's looking for that toss. Not going to be able to get it off. It might actually cost him his life. Can he get himself away? He's going to be able to walk himself out. He's going to be fine. Shigetsu, I think you were seen moving into this. Yeah, you would have been seen moving into the triangle here. Do they have that vision with for you on the high ground with the TPO? No, they do. They get the bash. Marcy with the unleashed bash, and Shigetsu, he gets caught out. He's going to be killed off.
Виграли путевку в dodge list.
A really nice pickoff. And yeah, with the basher out, the unleashed there. BKB, effectively useless. Couldn't go for the BKB TP.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
Top
attack.
lane, Young G can't TP to the creep because it's going to be cleared off here by the Tinker with the Shivas.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
So Violent takes down that tier 2 tower on the bottom lane. Has the Glepnir up as well. A lot of control coming out on the side of YNT. Marcy finding some great dives in, and I mean, if the Tiny gets a blink in and the Marcy dives off on the backlines, the Marcy doesn't even need the early blink because there are going to be heroes that do it. Oh, but they get the catch out. Speaking about the blink in, he blinks way too far with 4 heroes around. Tiny just not able to get the toss back, and YNT, the rest of them just back away slowly, just like, okay. He maybe overextended, but you know, the rest of us want to get out safe.
Radiant's
That
top
was his
tower is
problem.
under attack. Radiant's top tower has fallen.
As Lena just continues to push. Gonna go back towards the Silver Edge, and it does make sense. Silver Edge, you sell out your wand for it, you get your Silver Edge, and then you sell the Falcon's Blade, and you get yourself a Satanic, and you just become unkillable. Speaking about unkillable, can he take down? He's not really unkillable. They've already got so many kills onto the Silencer. And yeah, they get the cleanup now. With the reveal being down, chasing onto Shigetsu. Shigetsu with that BKB, but again, the Rupture's going to be used. He gets the bash. He gets bashed. Going to get himself away from this. The Rupture going for Corruptible. He wants to get another dive in. Corruptible gets the kill with that rebound. And for you now, the chase is on Daniel. Your Scepter comes out. Sharpshooter's going to be used, but Fuyu wants to carry on going here now as well. Shivas, it connects. They've got the refresh. And they've got some frozen squirrel. Freeze it, save it for later, and Lena can cook it up. It's some nice grilled squirrel.
What have we here?
So Violent might actually catch out onto Malik. Malik, he has that TP. He's got to go for the trees. Will you just continuing to TP around as well? Be a massive pain in the arse. PuckChamp, what can they do? They can go for a 3-man smoke, but apart from the Tinker that's getting the, playing the games, just being able to find the positioning and push out these lanes. Everybody else on the side of YNT sticking together. Violent is out of man. But with the Falcon's Blade, it shouldn't be much of an issue. Is there a mana boots on anyone?
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Not on the side of YNT. Oh no, there is. Vansco has it. Roche, still going to be about 2.5 minutes away. So it is a long one on this. Ember Spirit here doesn't even have the shard. He's got himself 12k net worth lead, 12k net worth lead, but with the BKB, the Boots of Travel, and the Maelstrom, he's not got himself a shard, no Aghanim Scepter just yet. Going towards, the RP, did they get to catch up? They're going to be able to drive back onto the Lena. Lena here. Lena, he's actually started towards the stack. He's a big tanky boy. Global Silence comes out, but they have a lot of sustain with the sidekick steal. On that life steal, Violence just going to be able to sustain right through this, even before the Satanic comes out. Gets the kill onto Shigetsu. And they can go for even more here now as well. It's only going to be the squirrel away, but Lena's already TPing to this point, and LSA comes out, TP doesn't connect. And with the defense matrix, as well as the living armor, as well as that sidekick, Lena out-sustains the damage coming out from 5 heroes on the side. RP was committed from that. The damage coming through from PuckChamp wasn't enough to get through just Lena.
Bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's top tower
And now
has
4
fallen.
heroes dead. Do YNT want to contest onto this high ground? They've got 3 heroes here around the mid lane where they can go for this last tier 2 tower on the side of PuckChamp. So tier 2 goes down. The heroes on the side of PuckChamp are going to be coming back alive. As you can see that Daniel, he just has to get himself back behind enemy lines to use that TP. So he's not going to be able to walk himself away from this. But Violent just continues to farm.
Radiant's courier has been killed.
I don't know what the Bloodseeker can do against this. If you just look at the amount of sustain they had there. Violent. He's got himself another double damage rune, just for good measure. If you get the blink in, oh Malik. If the Tiny gets the blink in, the toss back onto anyone here inside the smoke, he's just gonna be able to. Violent's just gonna be able to blow them up with this double damage rune. Like blink and you miss it, gone quick. And yeah, Marcy has that jam now as well, so the Glimmer Cape not going to be as effective. With all the physical damage coming out on the side of YNT, they still rip through the silencer or whoever he Glimmer Capes here in these fights. You know, no Force Staff to get away. It looks like he is building towards a Force Staff. He might have actually been on his courier, but the courier is dead. So at least for a minute and a bit, no Force Staff on him. Hoodwink went for the Yules. Avalanche connects. Glimmer Cape's going to be there, though. Do they have the vision? They're going to be able to get the LSA. And they get the kill. Daniel gets taken down by Violent once again.
Bottom tower has fallen.
Ember Spirit trying to do what he can here, Youngji, to try and push out this bottom lane. You'll keep the pressure off. But For You is just going to be able to come in. He's not gone for a whole lot. Ember Spirit in terms of lockdown onto For You, there's no Hex. Nothing like that. He is just happy to get the Shivas off, get these constant refreshes off. Getting sort of towards the Sanj and Kyrie as well. God damn, that Shiva's God. Spam on that hurts the eyes. And yeah, 14k, 13, 14k net worth leading here for Sigma.YNT. 14 kills as well. How does the Bloodseeker get back into this? He's going to be going towards the Basher. The BKB goes down to 6 seconds. As PuckChamp go for the smoke out. But you've got the Tiny on the high ground. He's waiting. The Sentry wards, the Observer wards, they go down. They are just waiting. They're controlling up this high ground here on the side of Sigma.YNT. Roche is back up as well. And Corruptible sees it. Yeah, look at this. Lena, Satanic's out. Didn't actually opt for the Silver Edge, wanted that survivability a bit more, and they know they have the damage with the sidekick damage boost. 65 bonus damage per right click. That is so... what could be so big? It's till the end trying to get some D-wards out, and Queasy's just waiting. He gets in, he gets the Avatos out, they have the vision now, the reveal comes through, and they're going to be able to take down till the end. Till the end, he's not going to be able to get himself away from that really nice pickup after the Roche comes out. Who did he get the shard to? Lena's got it. The extra 15 damage per Fiery Soul stack. It's not on the spells. It's not bad. Actually, who would you give that over to? Do you give it over to the Tiny? So he has that constant trait. Daniel, he has to use that stuff. The heat-seeking missiles would have got the kill. Would have absolutely been able to blow him up there. So he's not blowing up. You get the kill to Queasy, but now if Lemmy's going to come out, Rupture going to use Violence. If you want to try and sustain, he has that Aegis. They're going to be able to get the kill to Malik, and now the dive through. She gets going to get himself away. Once that BKB was off, the Dispose could come through. The dive in from the Tinker. He wants to go even deeper. Glimmer Cape trying to keep Bloodseeker alive. He's only just going to be able to get out. And the Global Silence will be used here. For You's trying to go for the TP away. Back to his base. Going to be able to keep himself alive. But Violence doesn't even go down once. Glemmy comes out once again. And now Youngji has to use that BKB. Wants to maybe try and get himself on top of Lena, but the Lena's going to be silenced up again. Sustains out with the Satanic. They just can't get the kill. Buyback comes through from everybody. PuckChamp maybe hitting the... Tinker, though. Is he still inside the fountain? He's going to eventually go down. He was caught out trying to use the E-Blade on himself, but it was only a matter of time before he did go down there. So it is going to be, again, with all these buybacks being used on the side of PuckChamp, PuckChamp's done time. And that movie cuts away before the true end for a reason. PuckChamp, will they be able to defy and push through? Take back this third game. 23k net worth lead though
Are scanning.
for YNT. It's not looking good. Violent? Violent? Maybe a little misclick. The BKB was already down to 6 seconds anyway, so it's not the biggest thing in the world that he has that Aegis for the 2.5 minutes. It just, okay. They didn't get the dive. They didn't kill Vansco. Vansco was a little bit too far forward, trying to do some warning shenanigans. And Shigetsu will punish him for it. And yeah, Lina without the BKB, they don't want to give a free Aegis, a free Lina away. It does complete into the Silver Edge. Who did they hand the shard over to?
For the twins.
Ooh, was it the tree? It looks like it was the tree. As the group up, coming up from PuckChamp, Youngji just trying to push up these lanes. What's he going to be able to do though? Because I mean, again, if they push and immediately Violent just steps up and get 2 minutes on the Aegis. Going towards a Hex as well. So yeah, we'll be able to sell the Falcon's Blade, get that Hex out. And at that point, Lina then, what do you look towards, like a Moonshot or something? Because Lina going to be fully slotted. You don't see the Flame Cloak coming out. Even though it increases the spell damage, the magic resist, it's not really an item. Lina, okay, his TP is going to be interrupted. But only interrupted as it is boost of travel. So it doesn't really lose much apart from time there. Youngji just able to get himself away. Yeah, you don't ever really see the Flame Cloak coming out for Lina. What can they do here? Because Tinker coming in. Onto for you. That's... It's a good setup because he just wants to walk himself up onto the tier 3s. Look at this. Has this Aegis now for the next 50 seconds. Just trying to push these creeps in. But they are going to be meeting in the river, so they have to wait for these creeps to push in here. But is they too violent? They're going to go for a smoke. They've already taken down the melee racks here on the bottom lane. The range rack does still stand, but they might be able to smoke in, get a dive, maybe catch someone out. What does Violent? Does he just want to step up here with this Aegis still going for the next 30 seconds? Yeah, he's just going to be going onto the tier 3 in the mid lane. Look at how quickly he rips through it as well.
Radiant's middle barracks are under
Finishes
attack.
that one off.
Middle
Going to go
barracks.
back to the range. Completes now.
Radiant's middle
Aegis
barracks
17
has
seconds
fallen.
away from being reclaimed. Yeah, the Magnus didn't go for any Greaves or a Pipe or anything like that, so he's only going to have that mana boots. No real sustain. Smoke comes out, immediately broken on the high ground. Queasy doesn't want to try and jump himself into the Jungie, comes up, but the skew with the shockwave, it doesn't actually latch. And Tiny able to get himself away with that forced after really nice quick fingers. And Queasy's going to be able to survive, breaks that smoke. The early warning system from the Tiny pays off. Now, what can they do? Hiding themselves in the trees. RP is still available, though. Can they make this diving for you in the trees on the other side? And Malik, can he set up? Violet comes out. They do get the good catch here with this RP, but what can they do? Global Sounds will be there. They're going to be able to take down the Tinker, but Violet, he just sustains all the way through now. And the right blitz gets the kill. The Gunner Blade's going to fly out. And Violent, he wants to be getting Violent. He wants to be going for more. The Sharpshooter, though, it will take down the tree. As Mercy gets the dive, and they get the kill onto Malik. Ibaks galore coming through here till the end. He should be taken down by the Tiny. And Tinker just wants to carry on going. They want to end the game here and now with no Malik, with no till the end. Rupture going to be used. But this is going to be mega creeps. In fact, with all the buybacks being used, I think YNT, they just go for the end here. Yeah, Violent, he's got that Satanic backup. His BKB is going to be down. But what did PuckChamp really do to fight into this? Absolutely nothing. You can see the Violent, he just wants to stand. He's sustaining. He's got that Titan Sliver there as well. So the extra magic resist, the status resist coming through.
Radiant's middle tower has
With it
fallen.
on top of the Dispel on the
Radiant's
Satanic.
middle tower has fallen.
The dive forward. In fact, Marcy, they want to be fountain farming this now. Ooh, the tip was going down. Queasy. He also has to see himself inside the fountain for that vision. But the Ancient will pop before they can fully clean up inside of PuckChamp and Sigma.YNT. Great start for the YNT brand into this first series. And again, PuckChamp had a really good second game. They put that momentum on the backs. They rushed head forwards into the aggression of Sigma, and they were just able to do the damage and close it out. But in this third and final game, Violent 9-1-12, Corruptible 14-1-13, 4U 8-5. Okay. 8-5-14. So he did get picked off a few times. But what I'm saying is the cause for the side of Sigma.YNT were never really ever caught out and killed off. They were always able to maintain the pressure, maintain the damage, and PuckChamp, for what seemed like a plan up against the Lina, because they purposely let it through. They let Sigma first pick that Lina, and they get punished for it. The Bloodseeker just does not wear off, pay dividends for being picked up, and Violent able to get a dominating 9-1-12 out of this game. Even Vansko being punished 0-9-18, but he still had 9k net worth lead. He was still finding those overgrowths. He was still finding the damage, the lockdown that was needed to set up the rest of his team. Queasy, big tanky boy there, 3-3-21 with the blink. Yule Scepter for protection. 4 staff to get away from ruptures and the blood rights and all sorts of things. The control coming through from the side of Sigma, just way too much and Violent. Once he got that Satanic up, with the living armor coming out, with the defense matrix being there, there was no way for PuckChamp to really punish. And Violent survived through every gank attempt. Look at the difference in net worth. 30k net worth to the 17 of Shigetsu. Violent just able to stack up that damage. And yeah, PuckChamp, no real chance here in this third game. And that is going to put them in the first series of the Eastern European division. It's going to put them on a loss, which not a great start to have. But somebody's got to lose. And yeah, it's going to be Sigma.YNT picking up the second series in a row for the YNT brand. YNT main are still to come up against X3. So let's see if YNT can they keep this run going, because they looked really good against Rise. Rise had a great start in that first game in the series on Tuesday, but YNT came back, a 55-minute game in game number 2 and a 32-minute game in game number 3. And they just looked so good in that second and third game that Rise had no real answer to it. And in the end, ended up taking that series 2-1. And again here, Sigma.YNT. Second game, PuckChamp showed something, so they should be able to take confidence from that second game. If they can replicate that going forwards, they should be able to take something from that. It's not all heads down and morale gone and all of that for PuckChamp, because there was still some good showing, some good bits for them. But for the most part, Sigma.YNT, and again, I had my gripes with Violent in the last season, the last tour of the DPC, when he was playing on bait. But those 2 matches, these 3 matches he's played today, he does look like he's put himself together a little bit more. And yeah, Sigma.YNT playing as a unit between game 1 and game 3 really took it to PuckChamp, and there was nothing really PuckChamp could do about it. So when is the next series supposed to start? It was supposed to start. Oh, it's going to start about, well, by the time we have a break and everything. So it is scheduled to start about, was supposed to start at 2, but obviously with the game going over, a long series here, we are going to be taking a bit of a break before we get into that second series of the day between YNT and X3. I was looking through. Yeah, PuckChamp, they shouldn't be disheartened with this series, because they did have a good showing at points, but Sigma.YNT were just able to play a little bit better, playing around it, playing around the game better, playing around the heroes better. The Lina, I can't believe they let the Lina go on the side of PuckChamp. So that is going to be it for this series, guys. We are going to be coming back with the second series right after this, but for now, we are going to be taking a break. See you soon.